Hey guys, welcome back. So as you guys saw from the thumbnail and title, today's video is a Jenny 69 live from today. So during this live, Jenny was asked if she thinks her son Manny will get violent as he gets older. So she does answer that question. She also shares a story of a time she took her son to a speech therapist and she thought the therapist hit her son. Jenny also talked about how she does discipline and hit her son. Some people are obviously not going to agree with that, so there were people in the comments coming for her. But Jenny says that it's her son and her life and says she's allowed to raise him however she chooses. And pretty much says she doesn't care what people think. Now, let me cut the talking so you guys can see and hear exactly what Jenny had to say.
Are you afraid Manny will turn violent when he gets older? No, we raise our baby with love. So I feel like he used to be more aggressive. Not aggressive, but he still fucking hits me, bitch. Don't get me wrong. He fucking smacks me, but not hard. Like, he would just do it for like attention. And pobrecito, I feel like autism kids, they get aggressive and they attack because pobrecitos, like, que sentirán ellos que no se pueden comunicar con uno, you know? And I feel like they're desesperados. Like, I feel like imagine what they think in their minds, you know? So I've learned to get more patience with him because before I used to lose my patience with him and I would like yell at him. I still yell at him, don't get me wrong, because there's times where he can get really hurt in certain situations and I will fucking yell at him. And that's the only way that he will listen. But now I feel like I have more patience. So I found ways to communicate with him and I've been spending more time with him. So he's like really good now. And also he did start a new medication. I feel like the medication has been helping him so much. Like, I was shocked because I used to be the type that like I would be scared to give him medication, but I'm on medication, you know. We take medication. I take medication for my anxiety, so I feel like he does have extreme anxiety as well, and it's been helping him so much. Like, he actually sits down to watch TV now. I don't know the name of it, but I will let you guys know when I look at the bottle. But it's been helping him a lot. I'm so happy you found the right medicine for him. Yes, honestly, because I feel like he doesn't just have autism. Like, I feel like he has anxiety. Also, he has ADHD and he also has OCD. He hasn't been diagnosed, but I fucking know my son. And I know he has all of that. And the medicine, it's like good for people that have schizophrenia. It's good for autism. It's good for like a bunch of things. Because like for a moment, I thought that he was schizophrenic. Who knows? Because he can't obviously even tell the psychiatrist what he's feeling or what he's thinking. So we will never know what he might be seeing shit, you know? What do you want, puppy? What are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for? What do you want to watch? Pobrecito, like he wants to communicate with me. Okay, but what do you want to watch, papi? I don't know. Do you want to watch Choo Choo TV? Or frogs? Or Legos? Or what do you want to watch?
No, papi?
Oh, this one. Okay, a ver. So that's why you put it because it's okay. Link Squad.
This one.
Link Squad. Okay, mommy help you. Pobrecito, mi baby. He just doesn't know sometimes. This one? This one. Pobrecito, my baby. He just doesn't know how to communicate. He got so happy. Sometimes he asks me for things and I don't know what he wants. And it makes me so sad that I don't know what he wants. Y me quiere decir, you know? Get him an ACC device. You know, I feel like I never really believed in any of that because I feel like by doing that, you're kind of restricting them from trying to learn how to speak or learn how to say it, you know? I feel like I'm against a lot of this stuff, you know? Because then they'll rely on that, you know what I mean? But he did use it at school when he was in school. And then when I took him to speech therapy, dude, I took him to a place of speech therapy. I always have bad experiences when I go to these places. The lady she was old, and she was kind of like enojona, like those Americanas that are enojonas. And I was like, this is the lady that's gonna like give him the therapy. So it was speech. And so she had to evaluate him, and then when they evaluate him, they spend like 30 minutes with them. And she was like, you can stand outside of the room so I can like do the whole assessment. So I was like, okay. And so there was a little window, and so I was just sitting there, and I was getting nervous because anytime Manny is in a room with somebody, it could be anybody, even a family member, and if they're in the room with him by himself, like I just start to get anxiety. My hands start to sweat because I'm just kind of like, are you hurting him? Like, are you doing anything to him? Like, just anything like that, I get anxiety, And so then I was sitting there, whatever, and then I was like, you know what, I should look in the window, I just kind of want to see. So then I look, and the lady has her hand on his shoulder. Like, it's because Manny, like, he has ADHD too. So he like gets up and he's really like, no se puede sentar. That's why I don't like doing therapies on him, because he doesn't sit down. And, I lose my patience with him, and he's my son, and I get annoyed of him, and he's my son. It's completely normal to feel these things. A lot of people, they feel like, oh, their feelings aren't valid. It's okay to be annoyed by your kids. Just because he has special needs doesn't mean that you can't be annoyed. Dude, they get annoying. And I understand that. So then I got up and I was watching her through the window, and I heard Manny do this noise that he does whenever I will hit him sometimes. And he does this noise a veces. And obviously, but I'm his mom, so I can hit him and I can discipline him because I'm his mom. But somebody else like putting hands on him like that, I'm not okay with. So then he made this like noise, and I was just like, is this fucking bitch like pinching him or something? I thought. And so then I got up and I was watching, and dude, my heart just like sank to my stomach, because he only does that noise whenever that happens. And obviously I know my son. And so she had her hand on his shoulder. And so she had his hand on his shoulder. And I was just kind of like, why does she have his hand on his shoulder? Porque a huevo lo quería sentar en la silla. And so then I was just kind of like, oh my God, like my heart sank to my stomach. And then, the receptionists were Latinas. So like, I know when people know me, and I just don't want to make a big scene or whatever, because, everybody's going to make a scene about whatever I do. I could fart and people are like, oh my God, Jenny 69 farted, blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, okay, keep calm, just start recording. So then I started recording, and I was recording kind of like scream, like I'm a crazy ass mom, So I started recording, and like I just completely forgot that like, I'm in the hallway of the offices. So like there's obviously going to be employees walking by, and there was a lady that was in her office right there. Obviously she's employed by there. And so I still am unsure if she did pinch him or hit him or something. So I can't be like, she hit him, like I can't say that, because obviously I don't know if that happened or not. And Manny could have just said that. No, he could have just did that noise because, I don't know, he was playing with something. And so then I was like still recording, right? And then there was a moment where I felt like she smacked him, because I saw kind of like this type of thing, and my adrenaline was at a level 10. Like, when you're gonna get in a fight or something and your adrenaline is at a level 10, so like you can start hearing things different, your eyes just start picturing the worst things. I always think the worst things all the time. And I just was like, oh my God. And so then while I was recording, then this lady passes by and she's like, you're not allowed to be recording. It's against insurance policy or something like that. And I was just kind of like, that's weird, because I was already kind of like, should I say something? I don't know if he did. Like, she shouldn't be putting her hand on his shoulder. Fine. And so then I stopped recording, and I just was so fucking irritated because I wanted to walk into the lady's office and be like, it's my right to record my son. I don't care if it's not allowed. But I was just like, because the office was like a few steps away. Like, I want to say like it was like, okay, so let me show you. Like, her office was like this far away. So her office was like right there, right? And I'm right here. So imagine my adrenaline is pumping. I'm already feeling irritated. I'm irritated at the lady grabbing my son. If I walk in there with the way that I had my anger, I feel like it would have escalated into something bigger, and I know that the receptionist would have got involved, and I don't want a scandal. Like, it's hard being known on social media because, again, whatever you do or say, it's going to be held against you. I don't know. So I calmed myself down, and the lady was like, oh, we're done with the evaluation, blah, blah, blah. So I went in there, and I just was looking at the old lady because she was the old lady, and I was just kind of just like, she's like, okay, so he did this and this and that. And I just couldn't, like, everything she was telling me was going in through one ear and out the other. And I just was like, okay, that's fine. I'm like done. And in my mind, I was like, okay, you need to go into the office and tell the lady, like, I have the right to record my son, whatever, right? But after I got out of the office, Manny runs off everywhere. So I couldn't have done that. Y era bien perría. Era americana también, la pendeja. And so I just was like, felt so like, oh my God, like, I don't want to say anything. Should I say anything? I'm going to be fucking pissed. I'm going to pop off because, like I said, my adrenaline was like at a level 10. So then after I got out of the office, there was no way for me to even go into her office because Manny is going to run off or whatever. So then I just was like, I just left because I was like, whatever. But my assistant was right there with me. I was like, can you go ask the lady what was her name and ask everybody's name? Like, I need to know everybody's fucking name, you know? So then I went back inside the car. I tried to calm down, and I was watching the videos again because I was just like, oh my God. Because at the same time, remember, I'm like recording, I'm evaluating. I'm like, did something happen? Did she slap him? I don't know. So then, dude, tell me why. I go back into the car. I like calm down, and I played the video, and tell me why in the part where I thought the lady smacked him, Manny smacked the lady in her chest. So that's why it looked like that. It's because the way that I was recording was kind of hard to see. And so I was like, good thing I calmed down because I'm over here about to just like start a fucking problem with these people, and Manny was the one that smacked the fuck out of her. And I just was like, I was like shaking. Like, I just was like, I need to calm down before I fucking pass out and have like an anxiety attack. I was just like, okay. And so then Karina came out and was like, okay, this is the names of the people. Do you want me to call? Do you want me to complain? What do you want me to do? Because how am I supposed to complain about something, a scenario that I made up in my mind, and I'm jumping to conclusions just because I'm overprotective of my son? I don't know. So I called him on one, and I told him everything that was happening. And I just was like, I'm tired of fighting with people. I'm tired of feeling this way. It's not good for my health. It's not good. So you know what? I'm just not going to take Manny to the speech therapy until I figure out a way for him to calm down and be able to behave in order to be able to do these therapies. And honestly, if I'm not allowed to record in these places and they're not allowed, 100%, if the company doesn't allow recording, it's fine. I will take my services elsewhere, and I just will no longer bring my son back to the situation. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? I need to figure out a way to do therapy on my own for Manny, because obviously I know my son and I'm the only one that's allowed to be able to discipline him. Porque si le doy sus nalgadas, dude. Tengo que. Because hay veces que he's in a situation where he will run into the street and he can be run over. Obviously I know when I'm supposed to discipline him or not. Dude, we're Mexican. That's how we discipline our kids. Like, ¿has visto like los niños de los americanos cuando andas en la tienda y andan que chingue, que chillando y bien chiqueados? Dude, and they're like, calm down. You're gonna need to calm down, you know? And dude, that doesn't work. Sometimes you need to use the chancla, you know? Dude, it's 11:30 and my appointment is at 12. Oh my god, not me having white stuff, not me having crust on my lips from the platica being so good. Dude, you know what? At the end of the day, you guys can do whatever you want with your kids. I have my own problems. I have my own beliefs. It's kind of like religion. Like, not everybody is going to believe in the same thing. And let's just respect each other's opinion. I don't care what you guys think about how I raised my son. Like, I really don't. Like, the people that just want to like talk shit and stuff, like, I genuinely don't care about what you think about my life. It's my life and I'm allowed to raise my son however I want. You know, if you want to raise your kids like that, that's fine. But everybody, we live in a free country. Well, at least I would like to think. It is what it is. And Manny has been doing amazing. He's been doing amazing. He's had a lot of growth and I'm doing what I can. And there's a lot of moms out there that agree with me, that don't believe in the therapies and don't feel like they want to take their kids. And that's why I like to share my experience for the women, for the mothers out there that probably feel the same way, that are getting scammed by these fucking places, that their kids are getting mistreated. Absolutely not. Like, no. He's my kid and it is what it is. So Emmanuel was like, maybe we should do a post online, like on your Instagram. Maybe one of your followers, like, who love Manny, can be able to give him private therapy here. And I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So that's why les quería platicar what happened to me, so that way, you know, maybe there's somebody out there that actually has patience for the kids, you know. But as of now, he's fine. And I don't ever want to put myself in that type of situation again, porque me hace daño a mí también. Y me tengo que cuidar mentalmente, because that's probably why I'm also feeling sick, you know? Dude, Karina's messaging me. Iba a poner a cocer el pollo, dude. Por andar en la pinche plática. Órale, por chismosa. Dude, if I go to my appointment late, they're not gonna take me in. Let me put on one of my new lipsticks, dude. I made 2 lipsticks from Lip Lab. It's called Bebits and Boo Boosh. Bebits is what I call Manny. So let's go in with Bebits, since we're talking about Bebits. So pretty. It's my perfect nude. This is gorgeous. And it feels like a señora, like, texture. Isn't it so pretty? You guys, I can tell you, I think I'm gonna call the store and see if, like, you guys go to Lip Lab. You guys can request my recipe, because I have the recipe for the color. They save it there. That's why está caro el lipstick, pero I feel like que sí vale la pena, you know? Mira qué hermoso está este color. Me encanta. Right? Okay, I'll talk to you guys later, because I have to go to this freaking appointment, dude. So I will be back, or maybe I'll go live in the car and then I'll tell you guys about the lipstick and like compartir, and you guys can get to go for it. Bye. Oh my god.
So I know there's going to be many mixed feelings about what Jenny said regarding her disciplining and hitting her son. So I'd like to ask you guys, do you guys agree with Jenny's parenting style, or are you guys against it? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. Also, what are your thoughts on Jenny diagnosing her son with ADHD, OCD, and anxiety? I'd love to hear what you guys think, so let me know down in the comments. But that does conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.